Hello everyone and welcome back to BeamNG. I'm Stu and thanks for joining me today. The BeamNG 0.30 update has just been released and career mode has had a massive overhaul. Very few people have been talking about it in detail and I wanted to make this video because there are so many amazing things to show you. In this video, I'm going to show you all of the new details that I've uncovered and show you some of the career mode gameplay and features along the way. You're going to want to stay to the end of the video where I show you some of the latest career missions, and those are vital to level up and most importantly, trade up to your dream car. I'll show you the currency system. That's right, BeamNG has its own in-game economy. We will visit fuel stations and electric car charging points. We'll look at the new tutorial to help you get your career mode started and even help you select your very first car. We'll also discuss insurance, taxes, vehicle modifications and tuning shops. And of course, I'll show you some of the incredible money-making missions based around the 4 different career branches in the game. I've created chapter markers to help you navigate through the sections easily, and I've tried to keep each chapter to under 2 minutes, so feel free to skip sections. And if you find this video useful, then leave me a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more BeamNG and other sim related content. Let's get started. To activate career mode, ensure your game is updated to the latest version and click the career mode icon several times until this message appears. Click yes, I'm buckled up, and then you'll be prompted to create a profile or use a previously created career mode profile. Pick a name for the profile and I'd recommend leaving the enable tutorial option selected and then click start. Previous versions of career mode had just dropped you in the game world without any real focus, but now with the tutorial, the start of career mode has way more meaning. It's interesting that we begin on foot outside of the car. This is maybe a hint that we will be able to get out of vehicles to fuel our cars and enter buildings in the near future. Those new to the game might not realise that many cars have interactive features like doors that open, and you can even see into the engine bay of your ride. I'm using a head tracker that allows me to look around in the vehicle, but the default way to look around is hold the right mouse button down whilst moving the mouse. We start with a Mitsubishi Corvette, which is fairly basic, and we do own it, but don't worry, if you stay with me, I'll show you how to trade up to something better very soon. We've been asked to start the car, and I'm running a manual here and have my H-pattern shifter set up, but this game can do all the shifting for you if you'd like to make it feel less sim-focused. We're driving around the car park, and they've asked us to crash our Corvette already, so let's do just that. This game is still the best in the business for simulating the destruction of vehicles during crashes, but what is often overlooked is just how nice the driving experience is. Oh, and that's a lot of damage. They're letting us know about insurance, which is a really neat feature, so we only have to pay a flat rate for each repair job that's done on our cars. But we really should take care if we're ever going to afford to trade up to that supercar. In this case, we haven't been charged for our repair. Next, we go on a drive to choose our first proper car. Before we get that car, we're heading to the fuel station. Stations like this are for petrol and diesel vehicles, and there are even electric charging stations for the electric car enthusiasts out there. Yes, this game has electric car options too. We're at the station, and it would have been really nice if this only worked if we're outside the car, but either way, we get to deliver as little or as much fuel as we choose. And fun fact, no cars in the game have fuel fillers modelled. Alright, we've fueled up, let's get to the used car dealership, which is called Quarryside Auto Sales. We've been asked to press the M key to bring up the map and drive to the car dealership. Let's set the route and we can follow the arrows to our destination. More sophisticated cars have navigation built into the dash, but not in our little Corvette. The AI has been improved upon a lot in this update, both on the street and in races, and I've noticed they have a much better awareness of where you are and in many cases take avoiding action. I'm driving quickly because I want to test the awareness of the AI. They tend not to swerve into your path like they used to do, although there are some exceptions to this. I'm also impressed by the number of AI cars on the map at once. The frame rate is very smooth considering this. I'm going to try to run the red here, but oh no, a terrible crash. Did you see that white car taking avoiding action, or at least attempting to? The AI has got a whole lot better since this update. Amazingly, the car still drives, so let's continue along to the dealership. It's one of the many new parts of this updated West Coast USA map. Incidentally, this is the only map that's compatible with the career mode, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. The good news is this map is huge, the detail is incredible, and it would take a long time to tire of this place. Well, we're at the dealership. We're presented with the option to buy 3 used cars. These are the same cars that you will see when you load into the game, but don't worry, there are lots of other used and new car dealerships on the map, so your dream car is out there for you to buy and to modify, but more about that later. We've been presented with 3 options, and I think most people would be most likely to go for the rear wheel drive 200BX, but I never follow convention, so I'm going to go for the all wheel drive ETK I-Series. I know the colour is not the best and the mileage is astronomical, but what does that matter when you can swap the engine and change the colours? I'll show you the modification and tuning shop next. But first let's take a look around the car. Looks good to me. Under the hood is a 2.4 litre engine, which will do us for now, and this car has all-wheel drive, which I think might come in handy depending on which career route we take. We have the option to trade in our Corvette, and it might have been nice to keep it, but since it's in pieces, maybe it's the best time to get rid of it. You won't like this, but this game has dealership fees and taxes to deal with. You ask for a sim experience and the devs don't disappoint. Let's pay the asking price, there's no haggling here, and we'll go and modify it. Now we're over the street in the vehicle mod shop. They've asked us to fit a spoiler, and you can see the list of different modifications we can make to our cars. I'd imagine that the UI for this will be improved in time to make it more graphical and a bit less text heavy. The spoiler they've asked for has been fed, so let's click to pay for that. Off camera, I've decided to upgrade the brakes and fitted a sports exhaust, but I don't want to go too crazy just yet with the mods. The main reason for this is that at the moment, our own vehicles seem to be limited to getting us from location to location on the map. I haven't completed any career mode activities with my own car yet. I feel that more importance needs to be placed on our own car, and we should be able to make money using our own vehicles. Hopefully that's something that's in development. When you load back into career mode, you're spawned into the garage, and if you don't see your car, then you have to bring it out of storage using the computer over here on the countertop. We're going to compete in a street race now, which falls under the motorsport career branch. A basic race seems like a good place to start. They provide a Corvette for us, and each race has 3 main stars and 2 bonus stars to collect. Finishing first gets us the 3 main core stars, and winning in a strict time limit and finishing with an undamaged or only lightly damaged car will award us the other bonus stars. I think the star system is a great feature as it makes these challenges very worthwhile to play over again, and getting 5 stars is not easy, let me tell you. Let's give it plenty of revs and then drop the clutch, and we got a ton of wheel spin off the line. We're up against only 2 competitors, and the AI traditionally have been fairly unaware of your presence. As I find out we don't have ABS and slide past the second place car. Let's see if this guy gives us room for the corner. Yeah, he does, just enough room. The awareness from the AI is definitely much better in this update, but it's certainly not quite a sim racer just yet. We have barriers at the end of the streets, and I managed to outbrake myself and show you one of those barriers up close. Let's try this again, and I certainly won't be getting the bonus for an undamaged car. You can see the AI follow roughly the same racing lines each time, so you can learn their moves. We brake earlier for the corner, and now we take a right. Which side do I go to? Let's go left. It maybe doesn't matter. My British brain there told me the correct side of the road was the left. Let's give this the full beans, and we have a ton of understeer from these skinny budget tyres. And we crossed the line to win and are awarded 4 stars out of 5. Not bad. Now we go into the specialist career branch. We're going to be a police officer and practice our pit manoeuvres and take down a car that's been failing to stop for our fellow officers. Stopping the car awards 1 star, whereas more stars are awarded for completing the challenge in less time. A bonus star for an undamaged or lightly damaged police cruiser, and the final bonus star for a single takedown. I'd love to tell you this was my first attempt at this, but it really wasn't. And a dedicated video will be on my channel soon, showing you the carnage of my previous attempts at this mission and others, so be sure to subscribe for that one. The wreckage was insane. More money and XP earned towards our dream car. Well, heading towards the end of the video, I wanted to show you the flip side of that mission. So now we're on the other side of the law, and we've got to get this pickup truck home as quick as possible. This is kind of an OJ Simpson vibe, and the criteria for being awarded the stars are very similar to the cop mission. Okay, let's go. And this thing is understeering so badly. Now the cop is on my tail, and he's ramming us already. We've managed to just about hold on to it, and the cops have managed to take each other out. Luckily, the weight of the truck is keeping us pointing nice and straight. The cop's trying to swerve into us, and so we'll take the curb to survive that one. The end of the street is a big stop and a hard turn, and there was nothing I could do to avoid that one, but we're okay, and the truck is not feeling too badly damaged at all. Now this cop is trying to stop us, but we can outsmart him. Now we're close to our house. We smack the guardrail with our broken steering, but we've just got a few corners to go. I didn't realise this was a right hand turn, and we spin the truck, so let's try and do a 360. And get into that circle, and just as we get there it turns red because the cops are close. Okay, let's go. Now I know there's a path at the bottom of the street, and the cop has turned us. Try and hang on to it. Oh, we just about do. Let's sneak around the back of the tree, and I've got the truck stuck. Well, we failed the mission and have been arrested. Just before the end of this video, I like to finish on a high, so if it's alright with you, let's try this one just one last time. This time round, I'm not going to let them pit me. Well, the first corner was better, and we've gapped the cop cars a little bit, but they will close up on us in the straights for sure. The cop in front is a concern, so I'm just going to take to the curb to avoid him, and let's use the oncoming lanes for now to get him off our tail, and then we'll switch back before the turn. Let's brace for the turn. Very hard braking, and we get a little bit of a slide on, but we're okay. Let's watch this cop. We want to go right, and he's stopping us, so let's stand on the brake pedal and do the switch back. Hopefully this time we get a clean run into our street. And we do. And into the driveway for all 5 stars this time. Like I say, I intend to show you more of these missions in the coming weeks on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed. If you've enjoyed the video, then please leave me a like. It does make a massive difference to getting the video out there to a wider target audience. But most importantly, have an excellent day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.